Must be an incognito now. This is what Frank is going to do.
Yes.
No one will know. He'll be like Clark Kent. He's such a different person without glasses. Or with glasses on. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Storm here.
Mom here. Hi.
Kimmy here.
So we are on episode 10 of season 1 of The Punisher. Mm-hmm. It was very intense last episode. I want to know what's going to happen with Frank, because now it's out in the open that he's alive.
Oh,
so
boy, yeah, that's
not good.
Yeah, and for him to flee what Lewis did, and, they initially think he's the murderer of poor O'Connor. Mm-hmm. And Curtis is there, but O'Connor died. He's murdered, and it's going to be Curtis's word, and they're really going to grill him. Like, how long did you know? What did you know about the Punisher? There's going to be so many questions for him.
That's going to be bad.
But you know what? He saved his life.
I was kind of hoping that, with Curtis being there, thank God he's alive. I really thought that was going to be the end last time.
I couldn't believe he's still alive, thank goodness.
But now they're going to question that too. Like, oh, well, did you know? Because you had connections with Frank. Like, did you know he was alive? Mm-hmm. Like, again, it looks bad that he's there, but he went to go check on O'Connor. So
yeah, he went to go check on someone in his group, his support group. I mean, he's a great counselor.
He sure is.
So hopefully they believe that.
Yeah.
Because Lewis isn't there, and I don't know if there's any evidence of him being there. I mean, there might be blood that they can test.
Oh, there's got to be evidence everywhere with
everywhere.
Lewis. Oh my God, that was his hideout from his dad, making those bombs. O'Connor's still there.
Father. Going through all this, and his father's trying to be very supportive and keep him good, and it's just not that way.
Oh yeah, and how proud he is of him, and he knows he's going through a hard time, and
now knowing how far he's come.
Mm-hmm.
Have gone, it's just not good. So I just feel really bad about that. But I do have to say, we were just talking during setup that how much we like The Punisher. This is a really good series, and I really like Frank's character, and I like Micro so much too. Dave, he's awesome.
Yeah. I love Micro and Frank together.
They're very good.
Yeah, and even though there was some weirdness, and I get that too with his wife.
Yes.
And Frank, understandably so, and Frank doesn't mean anything by it, and he really just cares for Dave now, because that is his friend.
Oh, yeah, they're like brothers, really. Yeah. I mean, they're so intimate now as far as, being underground, working for the same goal. Dave wants to go back to his family, and Frank doesn't have a family, and he's helping Dave's family, and it's therapeutic for him, too. It's for Frank to help some other family. That's like a mirror, the ages are the same. The kids' ages are pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's the same, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The wife just adores her husband. I mean, she just speaks very highly of Dave. And, it's a nice, it's a good thing. And he's getting along with Zach really well.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I know things will never be perfect, but in a perfect world, I wish that Frank could be happy with Karen, because it seems like he's slowly moving on. Mm-hmm. Not that he fully will, but that'll help him kind of have a normal life if everything works out okay. Yeah. And then he'll be friends with Dave if he gets back together with his family, and they can have a whole
that would be great.
They can have a nice dinner without seeing all that bloodshed. Remember that one night, Mary?
Oh, I know. He keeps having all these PTSD dreams that now he's fabricating and mixing. Because every time he starts caring about other people, it expands and adds to it, and not good.
Oh,
Billy has to go. Boo.
Billy is horrible. What a monster he is.
Yeah, no remorse,
so cruel to his mother too.
Human emotion whatsoever, and cruel to his mother. That was so bad.
Oh yeah,
injecting her. Oh, God. Drugs.
Yeah, I mean, she did things in her past she wasn't proud of. I'm sure she left him, abandoned.
Yeah,
and she was a meth addict, I guess, and she had her issues, but that's a disease, and he's just making her pay for it.
No, but she sure
Especially
is.
when she can't even move. How cowardly is that to completely
you can see
just
she's afraid
have
of
the
him.
power? Yeah, and to
she's
loom over someone without any control. It's just freaky, I'm like, who does that? I mean, people have bad pasts, but to do that to your own mother, I mean,
and he's acting
awful.
Like he's just this great sweet guy.
Goodness.
Probably the caregivers think he's just such a nice guy. He comes to see his mom once a day. once a week. Yeah.
Why does she have all these holes in her arm? Not that they can see it.
Yeah,
You know, it's like,
right?
why is she always like tired and not normal? Or maybe that's what they
Gosh.
think she's like because he's always like injecting her with stuff.
That's right, he is.
It's awful. On that note, are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Yes,
110.
I don't need a subscription.
No!
God,
Man.
Oh, are you kidding me?
what the hell?
Oh, that's so...
Can't believe it.
It wasn't a silencer, was
No, it was a silencer. Yeah.
It was?
Yeah. It went.
Even the bird
was, yeah.
didn't even hear it. Put your fingerprints all over it.
Take
Jeez.
it.
He's gonna let him free.
He's gonna force it on him.
I can't believe he's taking his time with this. The door's open.
They want to stay in their cage.
He's gonna get angry at that.
Yeah, they're going to be flying out all right.
Don't do anything to them.
Just takes
the
time.
cute little bird. He's like,
Oh,
he's
aren't
blinking his
they?
I
eye.
might get the. Oh.
Oh.
Wow, I've never
Talk
seen that
about
sign
Lewis
before.
Wilson.
Wait for green light.
You offered him a job, that right? You gotta admit, though, I mean, the coincidence is huge, right? Wilson was known.
You better watch it 'cause he might get his-
Castle for years.
Really.
You want to arrest me for something? Go ahead. Up until yesterday, I thought he was dead.
This looked like the work of a dead man to you.
That's Mahoney
I
from
wanted to do the
Daredevil.
interview downstairs.
You know, I wasn't
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, I feel like he looks familiar.
You're here. Frank,
Oh,
this is
God.
my work. I can't just meet me. We can
No.
do this together.
This is so bad if they actually dupe up into each other.
Mm-hmm. Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Sinister.
And you really think that's possible?
I have to, Karen.
Oh
my
Yes. Yes. Scares the crap out of me still.
Boy.
Well, that is total unadulterated bullshit.
Straighten me out then, Cameron. Tell it like you saw it while it's fresh in your mind.
And a gun senator choosing a military contractor for his personal security? Just the
Hmm,
line.
touche.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say about that.
Just as Anvil.
Man.
God.
So he was able to keep a uniform. Or no, he got it from that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I will get you 10 the Serenity's using taxpayer money for all of this. Am I right?
Oh my
Son
God.
of a
No.
bitch.
Oh, gee, he is really.
Rhetoric and real lives, those things are worlds
Just
apart.
knowing.
They don't have to be.
I know.
God, he is really. Oh my God. Oh, God, he's sick. Oh,
Holy crap.
Karen,
This
the
guy's
numbers bear it out.
God, he's really.
The great majority of Americans agree on expanding background checks for all gun sales.
He's so dangerous.
Oh, God, he's.
Personal safety.
Society should provide that.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking.
And you really think that's possible?
I have to, Karen.
Oh my. Yes.
And if he got it, that's her story.
That's it.
Took the shot.
Oh my God, look at Ruben.
It's a dead man switch, Frank! Now drop it!
My God.
Oh, look at that. Oh, jeez.
Dead man switch, so if he dies, then it goes boom.
Back! Get back! He's worse! Stand down! Everybody back! Everybody hold fire!
Oh, jeez.
Your hands up! Your hands up! Hands up! Get him up!
We'll come for you.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's totally not the same version of the story.
Yep.
Then
Oh,
after
all
him.
bets are off for
Oh,
him.
no.
Oh my
The
God.
best.
I think if Frank Castle came in here to kill those people, they'd be
They'd be
dead.
dead.
Can't imagine what that was like.
Like the worst way possible, holding them.
Mm.
Work with me here, okay?
Yeah. Hopefully there's no more
I
bugs
knew
in
Frank
there.
Castle was alive. Show's over.
Or it's not going to be there. Because she said, okay, no.
The guys who killed my team were for real. They went through us like a knife.
For what? What do you have?
Come on,
Half
make
the
it
city
click.
is trying to kill Castle. All ex-special forces. Mercenaries.
Anvil, anvil, anvil. Come on, honey, click it. Mm-hmm. She needs Sam more than anything now. Too bad.
What?
Don't be obvious in front of him.
Fifth guy got away. When he killed Stein. Do you have any idea who that might be?
Sweetie.
How about I come by tonight?
Oh, yes.
It's not a good idea.
Jesus. If you're trying to
Be
make
careful.
me feel like the bad guy here, congratulations.
Everything okay?
I gotta go.
No noise down there, yeah. She can't let it go.
No.
He's injured.
And he got shot a lot, so I hope he has
Yeah,
some
he
kind of
did.
vest on. It looks like he does.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't get trigger happy, guys.
No.
oh my God. Windows open.
Oh, boy.
This isn't on me, Madani.
We want the same thing.
You've been talking to somebody I know, huh?
Oh.
She did that to warn him.
Shoot me.
She's not gonna do it.
Walk down those steps.
Blind.
Who shot her? It nicked him. It nicked him.
Language.
It nicked him.
Yeah, there he
Holy
is.
crap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Frank.
Come on, Frankie, just run, man.
I am trying to save your life.
But he is not.
Ordering you to drop.
Oh, Madani, I'm worried for you.
No, shoot Billy.
Don't go out. Don't look. Oh, I hate this. Oh,
Shoot him.
Get him.
No way.
Oh, no.
Walk away.
Killed Stein.
Shoot the son.
Don't kill her. Man, and Karen's in
Hey,
trouble.
goodness, what is it?
Oh, don't move that.
He can't go in
You
right
said
now.
that to the wrong guy.
No, boy.
Then Miss Page will be with you when she's ready.
This poor girl.
I'll have to get one of those.
What a day.
You both need security detail and not Anvil. Right.
Oh, my gosh.
He gets shot again. Jeez, so
Son
many
of a
times.
gun.
Punisher gets punished a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No show for you here.
But there are cops all over here.
I'm not gonna
jeez,
give myself
look
up.
at
I'm
him.
not gonna go in jail, all right? I just need a goddamn thing.
Nobody else here has to die.
Shut up!
Okay.
Be careful.
How terrifying is this?
Sergeant used to drill us.
It's Frank.
Yep.
I swear this bomb goes off!
No.
Hey!
Stay back. Maybe this is the way it's supposed to end, right? Just you and me, though, right? Just you and me and the bomb.
He wants to have him release Karen.
Let her go.
Is she looking for the white wire? Another white wire.
God damn it, did your father teach you not to hurt a woman?
He's just gonna give up.
White wire.
It's a red wire.
They're not gonna come around. His phone won't ring. He will know
I know she
loneliness
survives,
is.
but still.
He will suffer.
Yes.
It's just like women.
Excellent.
They got damn bags, right?
I hope it pulls right
After
out.
everything she's been through, she's
I
still
hope
got
so.
that bag around her neck. Do it now, Karen. Do it now.
Oh, nice.
Thank God.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
Good, he's stuck in the freezer.
Whoa.
And left an Afghanistan planes.
Oh, he's gonna figure it out.
And when they come out, they cut up.
He's putting it together.
No, don't watch it.
Don't get away from the door.
Karen, get out.
Come on, go.
God, this is so...
Like a soldier.
Oh, my God. Whoa. Oh, God.
God, he stayed with him all the way through that.
What a team. They worked well together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how does he escape because she's found? I do feel bad for Lewis though. Like,
Oh, yeah, he just never
Wow,
got the help
boy.
he needed.
no more shooting Frank now, okay?
Oh.
Oh,
My
no, you
gosh,
actually
come
bring
on.
him into custody. They're switching it up.
Like,
God, poor
He
Frank.
has
had
one
to climb
arm.
up
He only has
there.
one good arm.
Is it his
Ooh,
bones sticking
yes.
out? What is that?
I know. He's like, just hurting me.
I know. Kiss him. He needs it. Aw.
oh, yeah.
Aw, see? Hope.
Yep.
Take care.
Take care.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
His bone. Oh.
jeez.
Do you really think Castle's the kind of guy who walks into a building he doesn't know how to get out of?
It was zip line.
Look at him.
Look at him, yeah.
With one arm. Woo.
Wow.
God, oh my.
Don't let go.
Wow.
Ouch.
Wow.
That's right, yeah.
That was very different.
That was. Wow.
Very intense.
Yeah, so much
Whoa.
happened.
Wow.
I mean, even the time jumps, like right from the start, before we started jumping around, like right from the start with the aftermath in that room, I was like, wait a minute, this is where Billy made that deal with that guy to protect them. And that was
and I was like-
destroyed. And I was like, what are we missing here?
That's right.
I didn't want to start asking questions. So I'm like, okay, maybe we'll figure this out, or they'll tell us later or something, because we see the blood on the freaking wall and Billy talking.
Oh my
and I'm
gosh,
like,
yes.
you guys are having a conversation. Was that the guy you were supposed to protect? Like, what's going on? And then we got more information as we went forward. So it was different having those time jumps all the time. But it gave us some security to be a little relaxed because we know Karen survives it, but it was still intense and scary in the moment.
That's right, it was. Definitely.
Oh yeah, and to hear the senator lie about what happened in that room.
Different versions of the story. You need both sides or more than just two sides.
Benefits yourself.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
just kind of
gosh.
fluff it up a little bit so it doesn't sound so, like, makes him sound better. Because Karen's version, I believe, a lot more. And he was cowering.
Definitely
I mean,
Karen,
God, you have a
yes.
gun to your face, but still, like, he was cowering the whole time and just very different. Then I think, didn't he, like, in his version run, but he was shooting at them too or something?
Yeah, he shot one, then he ran off. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
He's
right.
saying-
Yeah, I think he did that. So I was like, oh, wait. So he's so heroic there. But I love Karen. I think she's a great character. I love her chemistry with Frank and helping him have more of a drive to help and take care of her and to survive. Like, if he was by himself at that point, he might have just gave up. But looking at her and thinking maybe even of a future, or I have someone to protect at least, like that really kept him going. And seeing her
at
face
least
at
a
the
very
end.
good friend.
Yeah, and I know it's more, but yeah, like just
Yeah,
to
you
be
can
more
tell
Very good
obvious
bond with each other.
that he has
but-
someone now.
Yes.
But to see him move on, like to climb up there to get out,
Oh
and his
my
arm.
God.
Yeah, and he's telling her to take care.
That's right.
He's so adorable. Like, he's a tough guy, but I'm doing that girly thing. I don't know, but he's just so cute too. And like, you feel so bad for him because he's like a puppy, and he's like, oh, when he's suffering. And
That's right, yeah.
man, but he's a great actor. I love him playing this role.
Yeah, he's very,
And
he's
him
very good.
and Karen together are awesome. I think they're going to be a great pair. And them just like switching out, like he gives her the gun because he's not a terrorist, and now she has
About the
proof of
wires
that.
too.
Yeah, and the wires. That was great.
That was
he
great.
told her which wire
That's
indirectly, and Lewis had no idea
And
the connection.
That was
It
fabulous.
makes sense, yes, but I still got paranoid because thank God it worked. But just because it was a white wire, I don't know if it's consistent that way. Because if, like, some movies we watch with bombings, like, you can switch wires around to trick people to think it's that wire. So Lewis, though, he doesn't think like
I
that.
think with Lewis,
he just-
everything
Very
is
straightforward.
repetition, what
That's
he's
right.
used to. He was taught.
So that was
You know,
good.
he's very
right.
militant.
Signaled that.
You know, he's very, conditioned to do the same thing all the time.
Military,
And
yeah.
hey, it was a great guess.
Yeah.
It worked.
Wow.
And my heart broke when he killed himself. Like, I knew that was going to happen,
That
especially
was-
when he
that was
closed himself
horrible,
off in
yeah.
that room. And I'm like, oh, God, he's going to put
He
it back
was
together
so-
and kill himself. But for Frank to stand outside that room and talk him through
yeah.
it, and he didn't want to leave because he wanted to be there to support him until the end. Like,
That's
holy
right.
crap. So he didn't
Oh,
take
that's-
off until right before.
Yeah. And he recited the entire thing that he was used to, and I'm a good soldier,
right.
stand with you, and he just let himself go.
Yeah,
It was-
because there was no
Yeah,
getting out of that at that
wow.
point.
No.
You know?
No,
He had to finish it
Yeah.
up.
he was really
And
gone.
Karen, you're right. She was just so calm, and she just when cops would approach, there's
Yeah.
a bomb, just stay back, put your guns down.
That's right, yes.
I mean, just being in this situation, like, I had the chills too, because in real life, like, when people have bombs on them, like you said, what it was, a dead man trigger or something, because when you die, you let go of the trigger, and it sets it off. So everyone's on edge, and you think just shoot the guy in the head and he'll fall over and not be able to hit the trigger. But if it's a big bomb, he might go off anyways.
That's
Dead
right.
man trigger, it's going to definitely go off. So everyone's like trigger happy, kind of. And you're not sure, like, everyone's trained. I mean, you have the cops that are trained and stuff, but you get nervous because you don't know. We're still all human. So being in that situation, maybe that cop's never been in this situation before. So I'm like, oh God, is someone going to, I knew Karen was going to survive due to the, jumps in time here, but
Yes.
I was still scared in that moment, being like, you know, someone's going to shoot him. What's going to happen unless he rewired the bomb wrong or something, and
right,
you know,
yeah.
it won't go off. But it's scary.
Jeez.
Like everyone coming around the corner, and
It's
if Lewis
terrifying.
got triggered a certain way too, he might have just let go.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they have these cops coming around,
Definitely.
and they're
Even
saying, "Don't shoot."
wow.
Like, "Ah,
Even
it's
extra noise
chills."
was bothering him. He was getting all,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
was-
antsy
jittery,
about it.
Yeah.
The acting's
Yeah.
so good in this too.
Wow, that was
Like
really
even
good.
with
Yeah,
Frank
it
and
was
Lewis,
full.
and,
Yeah.
and them just kind of getting kind of delirious and trying to stay focused and losing control of themselves a bit. Like that was insane to see. Like really trying to stay in check and, you know, believe
Yeah.
that, and kind of just trying to stay in focus like they were drugged or something, because it was just so intense.
And that was also
It was, and it's bringing them probably back to when they were in the service.
Yeah.
You know, those moments in time where, you know, you versus me. That's it.
Yes.
Who's going to die? I feel so bad for Lewis right from the start.
Yes,
He
I
just
did
didn't
too,
get,
yes.
Curtis helped as much as he could, but he needed so much more.
Yes, he did.
And even though he had a wonderful father, you know, he had a lot of guys in that, you know, support group that were there to help him. Unfortunately, O'Connor grabbed his ear and took him down a wrong path. But, you know, he was just so vulnerable.
So
Sure
that's
was,
what really
definitely,
got to him.
yes.
And
Yeah.
I always hope that there's help for everyone. And some people, it's so heartbreaking to see that, but some people just, you go so far that can you really come back from that? Because even Billy was saying that if you hit a dog enough, you're never going to have that same dog again. It's going to be completely different and defensive, or just triggered different.
Yeah, and it's almost like he was talking about himself as well.
I thought so.
But I know, well, he wasn't talking about Lewis, I guess, in that. Well, yeah,
Sure.
he was. But yeah,
he was talking about Frank at that time.
Yeah, so I guess anyone in that position, of course, like it's just so traumatic. But some people just get so deep into it that you can't come back from it, and you just handle it differently, like chaos and. Like
And you have a little bit of, you know, right from Curtis, he tries to help himself through having the support group. He handles it in his own different way. And then you have Billy, who has his own PTSD right off the bat from being a kid in foster care. And then he grooms into this, and he's a horrible person.
Oh, he is a horrible person.
You know, you just get so much of this PTSD everywhere. You see it with so many people.
Yeah.
I was so afraid with Billy pointing the gun at Dina, too.
Yes.
On the stairway, yeah. It's really scary.
And now she knows.
I mean, what a way to find out, too. I mean, luckily it wasn't they had guns pointed at each other, but luckily it wasn't like in private. I mean, they were in a public
Big time.
space, and
That's
people
right.
were
Yes,
active
definitely.
around them, because God forbid he decided to get the jump on her. Like, oh, she knows too much. Now's
Yes.
the time for me to kill her. You know, like it was kind of a
That's what I
standoff.
thought,
Like,
no.
didn't expect it in that moment, so it did save her. I mean, I know she's a great cop and stuff, but still, like, you know, you could die at any time. You have this really like insane, crazy person.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He can say, well, she was in the crossfire, you know?
Yeah.
I tried to get her away from Frank. Frank ran, and I hit her accidentally. You never know what he could have said.
And I think
That's
Billy, of course, does not care for Madani. He's just using her, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
likes what he gets out of it.
Definitely.
And,
He's not,
you know,
no.
if he wanted to, he could have killed her there, but he decided not to because it wouldn't look good on his end. Because, oh, why did you just kill Madani there? Like, yeah, that was definitely you. It's your gun, you know. So that was the perfect way for them to find out, or to have her find out about Billy. And for freaking Frank to find out, because now he's not going to be vulnerable. I mean, God, he's so injured now, but if that didn't happen and he decided to meet up with him to escape, like now he's
Big
aware.
time, yes.
How quick Billy just kept saying that.
Right,
Frank
now
put
he
his
won't be
voice in,
trapped,
like-
thank God.
And he kept saying that. He's like, well, I want to protect you. No, he has to go out, blah, blah, blah. And he kept saying that. And Frank's like, wait a minute, I know his voice. Like, he just freaking shot me, like, not even hesitating at all.
Yeah,
So
my
he
gosh,
knows.
yeah.
So that was the best scenario for them all.
It
to find
was,
out at
and
the
he
same time.
remembers from long ago, he knew that Madani was friendly with him, with Billy, when they first met. So,
That's
yeah,
right,
he
yeah.
knew that he had a relationship, some type of relationship with Madani.
Mhm.
Man.
But now with that fight,
boy,
now
I
he's like,
tell ya.
okay, well, they're separate, so they don't know anything about
Yeah.
that. So all in all, that was good for
Very
Frank
good.
and Madani to see that all take place with Billy.
Wow.
Man.
And the cops just swept him away. What's going on with Billy now?
They both were swept away, Madani and Billy. So they're probably
Yeah.
going to be interrogated and figure out why they were pointing
Definitely.
guns at each other, because that was not cool, and they need to figure that out. So I don't know who's going to be in more trouble, or if they're going to figure it out with Billy. I feel like Billy, I don't know if he's going to play it up all the way there, but I think he's going to try to escape before they can really fully take him in. Or Orange, though, is way up the top, so Orange might be able to cover it up. But Madani did tell her friend, so maybe he'll really think about what name she dropped, Roland's name. You know
I hope Raffi doesn't wind up dead now.
Yeah, because that's the only resource inside now that she told.
I know, and if there was another bug in that damn office, we don't know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Probably not, but
you never know. I mean, that was a very well hidden, well thought through, worked on bug. So you never know. You really don't. Like, I don't think they would, but why not? You don't know. And I really hope he's not in on it, but he's the only one who knows the name now, so I am afraid for him. And maybe he can help in some way. You know, when
poor Madani, I feel so bad for her.
Sam, I miss Sam.
Oh, that's sad, yeah.
That is so sad. And Kim, you were the one who noticed that because I knew he looked familiar, and I don't like to say names because sometimes I think it's someone and it's not. I do that a lot.
I know he was promoted from a beat cop to like captain or detectives or something. I knew he was promoted.
And he was from Daredevil.
Yes.
So that's Mahoney. Was that his name?
Mahoney.
Like, Mahoney, I think it was.
She's pretty good at recognizing people too.
Yeah, and I
something about cigars. Remember, he used to get cigars for his mom or something like that.
Yes, I do remember that.
We were like, whoa.
Yeah, so it's so cool to see him in this. I love the crossovers with all the characters because it is part of the same universe. And I know with the Marvel movies, because even MCU now has their own shows, which is a lot of fun. We watch them on the channel and we love them. But like we have our Marvel shows and then other Marvel shows now, and they're still kind of part of the same universe, but they're not. So the shows that we're watching on Netflix are not always correlated with the movies. I mean, they do like mention, like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they'll mention heroes now and again in events that took place. But it would be so freaking cool, and that's wishful thinking. I'm sure many fans way before us have been saying this for a very long time, that having a crossover or mesh of all the different stories of shows and movies would be so freaking cool, and I would love that. I mean, we do see Coulson now and again in the movies, which is fun. Nick Fury, that's always great, but to have more of that, because I love the Punisher. Like, I think he's such a cool character.
I love him too. I really do. I love Frank. You know, we didn't see Micro in this.
We did not. I didn't realize, and I like him a lot. Yeah, you know, it's good. You have to stay away from this.
I'm in a van down the street.
Next
and drones inside the building. No one sees this. Like just on the rooftop. I don't see anything. No, but that was good. Yeah, I really like him, and honestly, I knew this was going to be a good episode anyway. So, so until next time, I guess. Hopefully, Dave will be in the next one, and things will work out well. And poor freaking Frank, hopefully, he can heal up okay. He's going to go back to his hideout and be like,
"Oh man!" And Curtis is all beat up, so he can't even take care of him. Poor Michael's gonna faint.
Yeah, and he had looked like a bulletproof vest on. He had to, because he got shot like 3 or 4 times in the back. He got shot in the arm, and he got nicked on the head, and he got shot in the chest once in the beginning or something, or like on the shoulder. But so he had to have a bulletproof vest on. He was bulky too, so I'm really hoping. But the freaking arm thing, like the poor guy, Frank, we want you to feel better. Here's some Band-Aids. Do we have any Band-Aids? I got a notepad. We can like.
That's right.
Yeah, we need some.
And maybe Michael will take care of him.
Yeah, I think he'll faint.
I think he'll have to drink before and
cook him a nice dinner or something.
Not drink too much though.
Don't do too much. You know, you need to watch and make sure he's okay. You know, wake or sleep too. But to get him through the worst of it. But oh my God. So until next time, guys, we love ya. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our links below if you want to check out videos early, if you want to see our merchandise or anything else. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Merch. Do. My new tune.
Mom's dancing.
Akima's merch and Mom is dancing.
Dancing.